In this video, we're thinking about growth. What is it? What does it look like? Enjoy. Welcome to this video, and on this channel we actually think about how we engage with community, how we encourage church, and how we inspire leaders. Do you know, over the past 2 Thought for the Weeks we've been thinking about growth. And one of the things I've said is that growth is easy, which is a pretty outrageous claim. But the question I suppose that we need to ask ourselves is this: what is growth? What does it actually look like? Because if it's something that we're actually committed to, then surely we know what it is that we're aiming for. And as I've thought about that over this past week, one of the things I've realised is that growth isn't necessarily the transfer of Christians into our church. You know, too often what we see is the movement of people from church to church. As the church becomes trendy or becomes known for something, people move in from another church. It's almost as if Christians are looking for something and they feel dissatisfied because they're not finding it in the context of the church in which they're set. And so they move somewhere else thinking that it might be better there. And the question I have to ask myself is that really growth? If we're just shuffling the pack, if we're just moving people around the country, then surely that is not actually advancing the work of the kingdom. So what is growth if it isn't just transfer, if it isn't just numerical growth? Is it when people come in from outside, when they actually become Christians for the first time? Is that actually growth? When we see people begin to be converted and come from absolutely nowhere, with no Christian background at all, into the life of the church, is that growth? Or is growth when people who've lost heart in church suddenly find new inspiration and come back after a long period away? Is that growth? Or is growth about seeing Christians mature, deepen in their faith, take greater steps and risks where their faith is concerned, and begin to see God operate at a new level in their lives? Now, I know I'm really only posing the questions, but I think they're questions that we need to ask ourselves and we need to seek to answer if we're going to be effective in our leadership and effective in mission. Because if growth is easy when the Spirit of God is moving, we need to be able to recognize it for what it is. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then please give us that thumbs up. And if you think others might find it helpful, then why not share it? And if you've enjoyed this video, then why not subscribe and follow us?